Is a video blog on YouTube. Okay. We talk about comics, video games, cosplayers, etc., etc.
Great.
All right. So, well, it is great having you here. How do you like Mexico City?
Very good. I've never been here. I've been to Monterrey and Guadalajara. Mexico City is just beautiful. I enjoyed the drive to the hotel. I got to see a lot of people. Architecture is great. I'm happy to be here.
All right. How long have you been working here for comics or
for comic books? I started in 1982. In that year, I worked for both Marvel Comics and DC Comics. At DC Comics, I worked on Superman and Batman.
Yeah.
At Marvel, I worked on Spider-Man and their other superheroes.
Now, let me ask you a question that everybody wants to know the answer to. What's your favorite character?
That's pretty simple. My favorite character is Spider-Man. And it's Spider-Man because that's the comic book that I first saw as a little kid.
Yeah.
I was like, 7, maybe 8 years old. So I picked up early issues when Steve Ditko was drawing it, the co-creator of Spider-Man.
Yes.
And I always liked the character. I liked the stories. I liked that he was in school. So Spider-Man was always very fun. So that's my favorite character. That's what I always wanted to do. And years later, I got to work on that.
All right, excellent. So talking about Spider-Man and your favorite character, what do you think of it now that it's on the movies with Marvel and...
It's really nice to see characters up on the big screen that I worked on in comics. I've worked on just about every character for Marvel, just about every character for DC. So through the years, I've seen Hulk on TV, Spider-Man on TV, and now they're on the big screen in the movies. I just finished seeing, the Avengers, and that had Ultron and Vision, and I worked on stories with those characters, so it's very fun and enjoyable to see them on the big screen.
So what are you working on right now?
I was able to retire from comic books.
Yeah.
Comic books is a lot of hard work, so I did that for many years, worked on many comic books for a lot of companies. So now I have time to do conventions, where before, as an artist, when you have deadlines and you work on several books, you don't have time to go to conventions. So the few times I did go to the conventions, I had to take my work.
Yeah.
Not a lot of fun.
All right.
So now I make conventions my work. So I enjoy talking to people and bringing things that I've worked on and drawing for people.
So you've never been to a convention as a regular guy?
Very few.
Yeah.
Very few,
Which one do you like the most?
I enjoyed San Diego before it got very big.
Yeah.
So I went to San Diego from 1980 all the way up until 2007. I think I set up there as an artist maybe 2 times. The other time I would just go as a fan.
Yeah.
Just see everything.
What was it like?
There's many things to see, many artists to talk to. When you're behind a table, you've got to stay behind your table and talk to people. So I went as a fan to San Diego. I got to meet many artists throughout the years. My only regret is I didn't think to take photos with a lot of people.
Okay.
So I took pictures with Stan Lee. I have one. I took pictures with Jack Kirby, the co-creator with many of the Marvel characters.
Yes.
But many other artists, I just shook their hands, said hello, saw them draw.
Okay.
But I didn't think to take photos.
All right. Do you have any favorite artists?
Yes, my favorite artists are the ones I saw as a little kid. So Steve Ditko, favorite artist. Jack Kirby, John Buscema. I even noticed that women were drawing comics in the 60s. There was Ramona Fradon for DC.
Yeah.
She worked on Metamorpho, Aquaman. That's what she did. And Marvel Comics, there was Marie Severin. So Marie Severin worked on a lot of superheroes. She worked on the Hulk in the 60s. So I was aware of women artists and the artists when I was growing up as a little kid.
Okay, all right. Well, excellent. Thanks a lot for your time. If you can say hi to Beat 21, that would be great. Beat 21. Beat 21.
Hello, this is Sandra Rosa saying hello to Beat 21. Please check me out on Facebook under artist Sandra Rosa and on my website sandrarosa.com. And I'm promoting a comic book that I've worked on. I did the cover on that a couple of years ago. It's El Peso Hero. If you get a chance, go to elpesohero.com.